Imagine stumbling upon a photograph, a window into a bygone era. Now imagine that photograph holding a secret, a glimpse of something that defies explanation. In 2003, this is precisely what happened when a collection of old photographs from the 1940s surfaced, captivating the public's imagination. Among these vintage snapshots was a peculiar image taken at the reopening ceremony of the South Fork Bridge in British Columbia, Canada. This photograph, seemingly ordinary at first glance, held within its frame a figure destined to become an enigma, the time-traveling hipster. The photograph depicted a crowd gathered to celebrate the bridge's reopening, their attire reflecting the classic fashion trends of the 1940s. Men donned fedoras and suits, while women sported dresses and hats. Yet, amidst this sea of vintage fashion, one man stood out, his appearance jarringly out of sync with the era. This man, now famously known as the time-traveling hipster, sported attire that seemed to belong more to the 21st century than the 1940s. His presence in this vintage photograph sparked a firestorm of debate and speculation, challenging our understanding of time and igniting the imaginations of people worldwide. The photograph's emergence in the digital age fueled its rapid dissemination across online platforms. Forums buzzed with discussions, experts weighed in with their opinions, and the image became a viral sensation. Was this a genuine case of time travel, as some speculated, or was there a more rational explanation for the man's anomalous appearance? The mystery of the time-traveling hipster captured the world's attention, reminding us of the enigmatic and often unexplained nature of our universe. The South Fork Bridge, an unassuming structure spanning a picturesque river, served as the backdrop for this intriguing photographic anomaly. Located in British Columbia, Canada, the bridge stood as a testament to engineering ingenuity, connecting communities and facilitating transportation. Its reopening in the 1940s marked a significant event for the local populace, drawing crowds eager to witness the culmination of progress and innovation. The bridge's reopening ceremony was a grand affair, capturing the spirit of optimism and resilience that defined the post-war era. People from all walks of life converged to commemorate this momentous occasion, their attire reflecting the fashion sensibilities of the time. Men donned their finest suits, their hats perched jauntily atop their heads, while women radiated elegance in their dresses and hats. The atmosphere crackled with excitement as the crowd eagerly awaited the official ribbon-cutting ceremony. Photographers, armed with their bulky cameras and flashbulbs, were on hand to immortalize this historical event. They captured the smiles of children, the pride in the eyes of the town's officials, and the collective joy of a community reunited by this newly restored structure. Little did they know that one of these photographs would transcend its intended purpose, becoming a subject of intense scrutiny and debate decades later. The South Fork Bridge, once an ordinary structure connecting two points, was forever immortalized in the annals of history, not for its architectural grandeur, but for the enigmatic figure captured within a single frame of the photograph taken on that fateful day. The bridge, a symbol of progress and connectivity, became an unexpected gateway to the past, its image forever linked to the mystery of the time-traveling hipster. At first glance, the time-traveling hipster might appear as just another face in the crowd. However, a closer examination of his attire reveals a stark contrast to the prevailing fashion of the 1940s. While those around him adhere to the era's trends, he stands out like a sore thumb, his modern appearance sticking out like an anachronism in time. The man's attire is a jarring juxtaposition to the sartorial norms of the 1940s. He sports a pair of sunglasses, a rarity for that period, especially among the general populace. His casual printed t-shirt, a staple of modern fashion, is nowhere to be seen among the formally dressed men surrounding him. Further adding to the enigma is the small handheld camera he clutches in his hand, a far cry from the bulky cameras wielded by professional photographers of the time. Adding to the intrigue is his hairstyle and overall demeanor. His hair, neatly combed and styled, appears decidedly modern, a far cry from the slicked-back hairstyles or neatly parted hairdos favored by men in the 1940s. His relaxed posture and casual stance further accentuate his displacement in time, contrasting sharply with the more formal and reserved postures of those around him. Section 4. Unraveling the mystery, theories and speculations. The emergence of the time-traveling hipster photograph ignited a firestorm of debate and speculation, captivating the imagination of individuals worldwide. Theories attempting to explain the man's anomalous appearance ranged from the plausible to the utterly fantastical, fueling endless discussions in online forums, academic circles and casual conversations alike. One of the most popular theories, as the moniker suggests, is that the man is a time traveler. Proponents of this theory point to his distinctly modern appearance as evidence of his origins in the future. They argue that his attire, sunglasses, camera and hairstyle are all indicative of a time period far removed from the 1940s, suggesting that he may have traveled back in time, inadvertently ending up at the South Fork Bridge reopening ceremony. Adding fuel to the fire are those who believe in the possibility of parallel universes or alternate timelines. They posit that the man might be a visitor from a parallel dimension, a realm where fashion and technology have evolved differently, resulting in his seemingly anachronistic appearance in the 1940s photograph. Section 5. Debunking the myth, the case for misidentification. While the time travel and parallel universe theories captured the public's imagination, skeptics and proponents of more rational explanations emerged, offering alternative interpretations of the time-traveling hipster photograph. These individuals, often armed with a keen eye for detail and a grounding in historical context, sought to debunk the myth, suggesting that the man's appearance, while unusual, could be explained through less sensational means. One of the most compelling arguments put forward by skeptics centers around the concept of fashion cycles. Fashion historians have long noted that trends tend to reappear and evolve over time, often with subtle variations or reinterpretations. What may seem like a distinctly modern style could, in fact, be a recycled trend from a previous era. They argue that the time-traveling hipster's attire, while seemingly out of place in the 1940s, could be attributed to early iterations of these recurring fashion trends. For instance, the man's sunglasses, a point of contention for many, could have been a niche item available at the time, albeit not as widespread as they would become in later decades. His printed t-shirt, another supposed anachronism, could have been a promotional item or a novelty piece, not reflective of mainstream fashion.